Man, what's good, everybody? What's back with another one? It's your boy, Simp God. You already know what it is. And my beautiful wife, the gently coy K. Now, I want to talk about protecting black women because we have, baby daddies like Tracy T out here. And then we have managed for guys like Anton Daniels out here that really make it hard for women, right? Especially when it comes to dating. But a lot of the times, women are not protected in any fashion at all. Just take a listen to Nina Parker as she reflects on her time at TMZ as she calls the environment a toxic one, says that she accidentally got one of her YT co-workers' paychecks and learned that he was doing the same job as her, but he was receiving six figures while she only received 50K.
That's true.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it now, y'all.
When you left TMZ, were you senior news producer? Where were you?
When I left TMZ, I did not have a job. I quit because they did not want to pay me.
Okay, because there's always been a conversation. I don't know. I was told this before I went there.
Okay.
So not even just internally, but just in the journalism world that you had been offered news director or something like that, but they didn't want to, you thought you should have news director, but they didn't want to give it to you.
It wasn't news director, but what actually happened, I've never told anybody this. I accidentally got my coworker's check. And we were sitting next to, TMZ would have the desk where there wasn't a divider. Mm-hmm. And they set his check next to me, and I was just opening it blindly, and he was making six figures. I was not. I was making well under that, and I had been there, and I was contributing. Mm-hmm. I was breaking stories. I was a part of Michael Jackson's death being broken. I was a part of major stories, Bernie Mac dying. I was the managing editor on weekends, so it was just me and Harvey in that office and a PA. Mm-hmm. I was in there working. I only had Wednesdays off. I gave up my weekends for 3 years. Wow. And I was like, I put in the work. It was my life. I didn't have a boyfriend. I didn't have friends. I wasn't going to the club. And I felt like I was owed this money. All right. I think I was maybe making like 50K.
Jesus. Child. And this is the thing, right? These white tea men that black women believe are going to always treat them better, they show them every single time that they're not trying to protect black women and black children. They're not trying to hit y'all with equal accountability and all the rest of that. They're not trying to do anything else but make sure that the men that look just like them and the women that look just like them are taken care of. Harvey gets online on TMZ and talks shit about literally any and everybody he can think of. Right? But to not pay your contributors, this is why TMZ is not as good as it used to be. But of course, he's going to make sure that his YT counterparts are given six-figure salaries so they can live a nice life in America. But tell the black woman, you're going to do the same thing, but you get paid $50,000, and you better do that shit with a smile on your face too. Child.
Jesus.
And I just wanted what he was making.
He was a white male.
Yes, he was. And they were like, no. And I was on every show. And I was just like, y'all not going to pay me? And we went into a little negotiation, and I think maybe they offered me like 10% more. I did not have another job. I did not have an agent. And I was like, I quit.
Yeah.
I didn't have nothing. But I knew people liked me. And I reached out to a woman who used to be at Telepictures, and she had just got an SVP job at CBS. And I was like, she was like, hey, we have the Insider. Why don't you come test for the Insider? And so I went and tested for that, and I got the Insider.
Wow.
But I didn't have anything when I left TMZ. I didn't know what I was going to do. And the good thing about being young is, because I was still in my 20s at the time, you a little crazy.
Yeah.
So, had I been this age, I might have been like, let me just figure something out. But now, because I got bills now, big bills. But back then I was like, it ain't nothing for me to pack up this studio apartment. I'll get on the couch.
That Bay Area came out.
That Bay Area was like, you ain't going to.
I mean, I feel her, man. It's been so many days, you know what I'm saying? I get tired of them motherfuckers at work. I swear to God I do, but hey. I'm grown now. Got bills now. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna get to this money no matter what. Even if I gotta work around people I don't like, even if I gotta work in an environment I don't like, no matter what that situation is, I'm gonna stay in that situation. I'm gonna get money. That's just what it is. So I feel her on that, man. But at the end of the day, this is what women are talking about when they talk about the gender pay gap and how it's a real thing and why women are leaving corporations and also not wanting to have men's babies because there's no benefit to it anymore. There's no benefit to being a corporate slave if the white man is going to get paid the same much that the fucking CEO get, and he's doing nothing basically. Child, let's go back.
Trap me. And it was the best decision I could have made. I mean, I left really at the pinnacle. Van had just started. Like, it was really a good time to be there. And everybody told me not to quit. Everybody, like, socially, TMZ was really hot and like, because this is the Paris Hilton, Britney Spears era. So people were like, you're crazy to leave. But I was just like, this is not serving me. And they, not only that, like, this was before pay disparity was really a thing. So it was just accepted that the women take less. And I was like, I work harder than all these people up in here. And I'm a black woman. And I mean, when you guys started the Breakfast Club, that's how we met. We started emailing, like, it was like, I got.
Period. Talk to him, sis. You a black queen. You deserve more. Ladies, if y'all know that y'all is worth 100K, why on earth would you ever accept 50? Why on earth would you ever accept less than what you worth? That's how people play themselves, man. Let's finish the video.
This new show. I was like, we're going to put you on this show. And I've made a lot of contacts because I would reach out to black media and be like, get on our blog roll. Let me send you the breaking news. Like, I really cultivated, I still have all those relationships because I really was like, I can't prevent them from putting this story out about black people, but I can at least give our side. And if you call me, I'm gonna give your side out there because they didn't care.
Yeah.
They would just put it up. And so that was really for me, like, my time. So I was like, you're not gonna pay me?
Yeah, when you think about it, there hasn't been too many faces of TMZ, right? Like, of course, Harvey. But then when I think about it, maybe, I don't know, maybe because I'm black, I think of you. I think of Van.
I think of Van,
yeah.
And that's historically.
Was it toxic, though? Was it toxic working there?
Envy. What?
I mean, listen, I've heard it's not like that anymore. I don't know. And this is one of the reasons you and I haven't talked, because I checked out of all things TMZ. I never watched the show again when I stopped. I stopped I'm not communicating with people I knew, but anything, like, I just kind of shut that part of my brain off because I had a lot of PTSD. And it was, you have to think about it. This was like the birth of new age media. There were no rules. So we would work like 14 hours a day. You would get in trouble for taking a lunch. You couldn't leave like your desk. Jesus. You had to answer your phone at 4 a.m. You would work weekends and you couldn't say no. People would walk around with their laptop. We would go to a concert. You have to have your laptop in your bag. Because if you got a call at 4 and you didn't answer, you would get fired.
It was over for you.
It was over for you. So, and I made the decision to participate in that because.
Child, y'all on call like a fucking doctor and shit. Ain't no way you about to be having me on call at 4 a.m, but not want to pay me no more than 50 measly thousand fucking dollars. No, ain't no fucking way. And see, that's what I'm saying. These black women, they give all of their hard labor. I sacrificed for 3 years. So many of y'all choose to give a white man y'all labor. White man still gonna just smile in your face while he playing you, stabbing you in the back. Stabbing you in the back the whole time. Why didn't she give her husband or her man that labor? So they can build something for themselves. Oh, I forgot. They'll take a little bit of coins off the white man versus building with the black man so they can have their own TMZ like Harvey does. Got it.
I didn't have anybody. I didn't have anything else. I didn't have a team. We were kind of deterred from getting a team. Like, you know, so the things I know now.
This was pre-HR there too, because HR was new when I got there.
There was no HR.
No HR.
When I came to TMZ, HR was very new, and there was no the union things that come in when you have like a union protection. They got rid of it.
That didn't exist back then. Like, they had Telepictures, that was the parent company that technically you could go, but you didn't know anybody there because they weren't. You only knew who was in the building. So it was really the Wild West. And when Michael Jackson died, I didn't leave the office for 3 days.
Damn.
Like, we slept there.
And that was your salary of $50,000 or less, whatever.
I mean, I think I was still making like,
Bro, ain't no fucking way I'm sleeping in a fucking office for 3 days. Unless you give me 150, you know what I'm saying, yearly. And even then, I still got to go back home to my wife. I need to see my son and my daughter. I don't got time to be sitting in here just because a celebrity has passed away. Absolutely not, bro. Was Harvey there for 3 days straight? Shit, that got me fucked up.
the PA salary then,
Jesus Christ.
which was, I think I had got boosted to like $650 a week.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy thing is, when Lauren started working here, you ever see that dog that and I'm not comparing you to a dog, but
go ahead.
that dog that when you get out the shelter, right? And you put your hand up to pet it and the dog is scared. That's how Lauren was
That's
working
how it
here.
was for years.
Lauren was like, wait a minute. You guys just said good job? Like,
Right.
I'm like, what? I thought she was joking. Then I realized, no, she was
Yeah, I feel-
traumatized.
even
Like, it was
think about
crazy.
this
I
morning-
still won't tell her that.
No,
How long were you there?
I was at
You
TMZ
ass.
for 8 years. And when you come in, you hear, well, from the black people there, you hear so much about you. Van was always really big about, talking to me about you. He was there when I was there. So was Raquel. And then they left. And when they left, it was me. And I
Yeah.
was like, what the
You're
heck?
like, at least you had the camaraderie.
But then they left.
Right.
And then George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery
Yeah.
happened. And it was like, oh.
And you're fighting by yourself because there's a lot of microaggressions. There's macro too. And one of the things that was hard for me was like at the time, and this was before Van even got there, I was the only black person on camera. And so,
Ooh, me and you are soul
yes,
sisters.
yes.
No, the story she told me, y'all
yes.
sound.
And you feel an obligation, but sometimes you're tired. Right.
And you don't know what the
wanna-
heck you're supposed to be
right,
saying half the
right.
time.
But the thing is with black talent, especially, you don't have the luxury of being silent when it's a black issue because they're going to look at you in this room full of white people and wonder why you didn't say anything. They're not going to think about like, I've been doing this every single day. I got a migraine. I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of arguing. I know they're race baiting me. They bait you on purpose.
Yeah. I try to stay away from that kind of shit these days because my life matters to me. I'm not trying to be stressed the fuck out about shit that I have no power in changing. And really, these niggas online that's complaining and crying, they have no power in changing it either. They don't even want to change it. You feel me? A lot of the people, they don't even want to change it. They just really want to complain. They don't want no change, bro. So for me, I stopped really being involved in those kind of conversations because to me they always lead nowhere. Nowhere. Like,
But at the same time, I'm like, I got to think about the people who are watching that look like me that are like, Nina, why didn't you speak up?
Right.
But as you age, fighting every day gets exhausting. And also when you getting baited, because it's like, I don't mind having a healthy discussion, but you're purposely trying to bait me to have this conversation so you can have content. And I'm not really with that. And so you get tired of being used. You get tired of like women being talked about. You feel like I'm in this space. When I was there, it was very toxic. Like they had a relationship with Vivid because, of Kim Kardashian's sex tape, and Vivid would send like sex tapes in. And sometimes people would just watch them in the office, and it was like, you'd be like, what am I, what's going on? But then also
hold the fuck on.
Minute. Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
What did you say about sex tapes in the office, girl?
when I was there, it was very toxic. Like they had a relationship with Vivid because, of Kim Kardashian's sex tape, and Vivid would send like sex tapes in. And sometimes people would just watch them in the office, and it was like, you'd be like, what am I, what's going on? But then also you're like, well, what are my other options? And that's when you start to build these relationships. So you're like, I got to make an exit plan.
Wow. So allegedly TMZ workers were just watching cornos in the office, hanging about like it's fucking nothing.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
What sex y'all think these coworkers were? How much y'all want to bet they were males? You think women just sitting around the office watching corn? No, these were males. Males. Mm, mm, mm. Like I said, man, they don't protect women at all. And not trying to protect women. They don't want women to have equality. They just want to use women for as much as they possibly can, whether it's for sexual reasons, business reasons, personal reasons, all kind of shit. With that being said, man, let me know what you guys think about this commentary. And let's go ahead and make sure that we send some love over to Nina, man, because she was putting in work, bro. Nina Parker, she was putting in work over there at TMZ, and she a pretty girl. I think she's a very pretty woman. So with that being said, Simp God out of here. I will see y'all later.